This is Darrell Rideaux with WeAreSC.com, and I'm here and I have the privilege of once again introducing you to another standout corner, this time coming from Long Beach Poly, Iman Biggie Marshall. You know, today I really want to learn a little bit about your game and your style and how you play.
Okay.
And so today I kind of want you to talk us through press coverage, and then at the end of a route, when the quarterback throws a back shoulder fade, walk us through what's going through your mind and your stance and alignment, and how do you defend it? What's the best ways to defend it?
Okay.
So let's start off first and foremost. If you're the corner, talk me through your stance and alignment.
More so because I'm a bigger DB. You have to get more space because you don't want to hug the line of scrimmage because you're not going to be comfortable. So I try to get as much space away from the receiver where I feel comfortable, and I get in bigger DBs aren't able to be so compressed down. So you got to have a comfortable stance where you're able to move and be quick on your feet. So I get a little base away from me and stuff like that, and I usually keep my eyes on the receiver's hip. I don't look up past a hit because that's all flash and glamour, and it's going to distract you from what you really need to be focused on. And the hip, that's your tail. It tells you which way somebody's going to release and stuff like that. So I try to focus my eyes on the hips, and I try to get somewhere where I'm comfortable at and stay on the balls of my toes.
So against a shifty receiver like myself, a smaller receiver,
Yeah.
Okay, so if I hit you with here, boom, boom, at the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
now I'm coming up, how are you hitting me?
What
are your aim points?
I hit you at the top of the shoulder because those are balance points. It's certain balance points, like one in the inside of your hip. If you put somebody inside of their hip, their shoulder, those are balance points where you're going to knock them off balance. Like if you try to hit somebody in the chest, your chest it takes on a lot of mass. A lot of people don't understand that. It's not doing anything to affect them. All they're going to do is run through it. But if you hit them at the top of the shoulder, a receiver is going to naturally have to move with their shoulder because of the balance points. So you have to hit a receiver at the top of the shoulder, so it's going to make them move.
Okay.
Then you open up 70. I open up 45 degrees and play the hip. You play the hip and have a weak arm. We call it alligator arm.
Okay.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Now, you talked about being at 45. Does that put you in a better position to meet the receiver up the field, or why a 45-degree angle?
Exactly. It helps you meet the receiver at a better position up the field, and also helps you from not being in a trail position initially off the line of scrimmage. So if you play flat, the receiver's already up the field, so now it makes you become in a trail position, and you don't want to be in that position because you don't know how fast the receiver might be. So you want to at least always be on top of the receiver and on their top field shoulder.
So if we're up the field, okay, and you're defending against the back shoulder fade into the end zone, you got a little bit of distance between you and the sideline. How are you going to face up this receiver?
I'm going to play through his hands. I'm gonna play like this because, like you said, I have a little room. I don't want to be leaning because you don't know if he can do a pivot route still out of that.
Okay.
So I try to play through his hands, and I try to play him like this. So I will play through his hands like this and then try to break up his hands that way.
Okay, and how often, as a bigger corner, how often do you see that type of a route from receivers and quarterbacks when they know you're in a dominant position?
It's more so it depends on the receiver too. If you usually get that with bigger receivers, so you're going to expect certain routes from bigger receivers. So you will have to expect one of those to be their routes.
Yeah, in competition at the corner position, it may come few far in between.
Yeah.
But what is your mindset when you're going into a situation when you know you're going up against a marquee receiver? What are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
That I have to dominate. I have to feel like I'm the best player on this field. And if you don't have at the corner position, you have to have a swag. You have to play with a certain type of confidence because you're not going to play to the top of your ability. And that's what I feel at this position. You have to have some type of swag and feel like an alpha dog, period.
So coming into USC next year, of course, there's Adoree Jackson who's returning, and he was all Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year as a freshman. What is your mindset? What side of the field have you given any consideration to playing?
I rather just want to play like you said. I just want to help contribute to the team success and stuff like that. So wherever the coaches and the players need me to play at, I'm willing to do everything for my team. And that's what it all boils down to.
Well, I like to say you're a cheeseburger away from possibly being a safety, but are you committed to playing corner, or is there a possibility that you may shift over to safety?
I'm playing corner, but if I need to play safety, then I have no problem playing it. Like I said, it's all about the team and all about help contributing to the team's success at the end of the day.
And before it's all said and done, many people know you as Iman Marshall, but your nickname is Biggie.
Yeah.
Where did that nickname derive from?
I can say it was when I was younger. I've been called Biggie since I was a wee baby and stuff like that. So it came from my auntie. She gave it to me, and it always stuck with me through the game, and it shows how I play big too.
Absolutely, and as an alum of USC and Long Beach Poly, the school that you're coming out of, I'm very proud to call you a Trojan, and we're definitely looking forward to great things to come. For WeAreSC, this is Darrell Rideaux, Iman Marshall. Have a good day.